can counter out the Falcons' prowess in the laning stage.
Like looking at, the supports and whatnot, are they going to be able to, help make that space along with Gunnar here?
Could see it. I could see them being able to do that. Gunnar on his Tusk, just leading the way.
Oh, they got out here fast. You can see the wards already placed over for the side of Falcons.
Yeah, we'll be curious to see how this is going to play with Gunnar on the Tusk and Lolis taking that sniper.
I guess that's like the question mark for me is like, we've seen the way that you can play the position for a sniper, but is it going to fit within this draft enough with what Falcons is going to bring? And is Falcons, like, I've had a couple different conversations, gaming gladiators, and then,
That ward was spotted right there. Yeah. He warded under vision.
Like, is Falcons your top team, do you think?
Oh, I don't know if I have one team as a solid top team, but I would say they would have to be in the top 4 at least. It's hard for me to say one that is definitively strongest right now, but I mean, obviously throughout the year, they've been looking fantastic. They have been dominating at times, like super hard. So they're probably the fan favorite overall, I would say. I'm not sure that I'm like all in for them, especially after seeing the first series that they play against Team Zero and going 1-1 and kind of barely scraping by in a 1-1. They were closer to getting 2-0 than getting 2-0 for themselves.
Because, I mean, that's kind of like the TI curse, right? You do really, really well for most of the year, and then you get to TI and you're like, ooh, you get those nerves, potentially. And also, there's Team Spirit that shows up and just, they're in TI form all of a sudden. They activate.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna evolve. Pull out all the secret buffs that they have, shaving or changing names or whatever, all the different ideas.
So is the top lane the one to watch to make sure that, Yuma can get this farm, or?
Yeah, I think top lane is most interesting to me. Mid lane also quite curious to see what Malrine is going to be able to do against the Storm. I think Storm is pretty strong nowadays with the static slide facet, but at the same time, Monkey doesn't really struggle against short-range heroes like Storm.
Yeah, Dota Pro Tracker had Monkey King as one of the higher success heroes for this mid lane in the meta currently.
Yeah, it's a nasty hero just because of the tempo he can play as well.
And it feels like that's what it's kind of all boiling down to recently with these picks, is like who comes online fastest, who can get the... And it's always kind of been like that, but now it's less about, farming speed and more about, what do you have in your kit?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, mids are more forced to rotate and make stuff happen than they have been in recent years, I would say. Nowadays, you want to really have a hero that can gank the side lanes. And I don't think there are many heroes that are better than Monkey King at actually joining and doing stuff on side lanes. Malrine gets the nice Jingu trigger on mid.
Especially if you get, like, a good action rune. I feel like this is a hero... I mean, Storm as well, right? But... this hero can definitely do a lot early on before they get that level 6.
Yeah, rune control going to be more important than ever. So far, pretty fantastic CS going on for the Troll on bottom lane. This core Tusk here is not having a very good time. He's 4-0 CS versus 14-6, so getting absolutely demolished by the Batrider Troll lane. But of course, Sniper, his power spike is level 3. He's sort of a useless support until he gets level 3. That's the downside. But Gunnar, he might die before that happens.
I can respect it. I think Skitter just wants to kind of hit these creeps for the most part. It's definitely one of those heroes that I think specifically for Skitter a lot of the times.
Yeah. I mean, he's having a fantastic time here. Snaking doing a great job as well, going into tree lines a lot to use his sticky napalm. So he's trying not to give as many stick charges as possible. Oh, Alchemist throwing a stun. They did stack the big camp as well, so Fly is looking to do a pull here. And this is hard for Shadowim to stop. He has to deal with the Alchemist who's gonna bully him away. So this pull is gonna go through. Hard to prevent that. He does do some damage.
Yeah, setting up here to do more damage, but a little bit off the mark here.
Yeah, not quite on point there for Ammar. He is going to be able to farm this pull though. So sometimes when the enemy pulls, not the worst. You're able to clear the big camp yourself. But at the same time, Alchemist happily CSing under tower. Not going to be missing any of these. He wants all the gold. Well, as I say that, I cursed him. He missed one.
Way to go.
It's too funny. Surely he won't miss any of these. Batrider?
Rune control coming out here, except Batrider got a little distracted there for the moment, but Martin's here, should be able to go pop him back. Needs just a little bit more damage, trying to bottle through, and Malrine will get first blood in the mid lane.
This is tricky. With Boots and or with Venom on the Monkey King, it's so hard to go for the runes as a Storm. Yeah. Even on the 4-minute rune spawn, getting some help from supports here is valuable because Storm, one of the most rune-dependent heroes in the game. He definitely needs his bottle refills all the time.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that we didn't see any movement from the top lane either, but it all worked out. Because even though there was a little bit of a distraction with that sniper.
Snaking, targeted bottom. Gets lotused up by Skeeter.
Almost enough to take out Gutter. Not quite, though.
Yeah, and surprise, surprise, Falcons are dominating the laning stage as they kind of always do. They're just ahead on every single core. All of them are very happy. At the same time, they are getting pretty decent farm on the Alchemist, and Storm isn't really getting devastated. He's just recovering a bit after that one death.
I feel like you kind of expect that a little bit when you're playing up against such an aggressive mid here. Yuma top lane. It's a little spooky for him right now, as because ended up getting X'd back. Oh, that was very, very close here.
Yeah, looking for the Tidebringer even, but can't quite find the angle and the AoE to hit Yuma there.
Middle lane, there's another gank over here, and Snaking will happily assist with a death on copy. That's going to set him back. That's 2 deaths now here in this lane. He's sitting at level 5. It's the perfect time to have that happen.
Snaking is very quietly the MVP so far of this game. He's just, you know, winning bottom lane by great harass, and then 2 moves towards mid, 2 kills on Storm before level 6. This is just amazing. And now with a massive creep wave coming in on the tower, Storm has to TP there, but he needs his level 6 still.
Like, super happy to see Snaking do well. That guy's been a fixture for so long.
He's such a cheerful guy, too. I love talking to him.
He's so friendly,
you know?
yeah. We love that.
Yeah, he's a great success story for sure. Lullis has an Invis rune and gets away to safety with it down on bottom. He walks out of the AoE of the sentry, pings that there's a sentry over there as well. Good recognition.
Making these moves. They're jumping deep here over onto Copy. He does not hit that level 6 yet either. Oof. He's gonna try to buy himself just a bit more time, but it will expire. As you can see, the rotation from those supports is coming in, but again, Snaking being a part of this third kill in the mid lane. Looks like he's gonna get away with it too, sitting pretty low. Oh, nope, never mind. There's a shrapnel, there's a blood grenade, and Lellis will be able to get some justice here. But Malraine's back. He's got his eyes on Fly. Fly does have the Crystal Nova. Needs to be a little bit careful that he doesn't overextend.
Yeah, Storm doesn't have TP when he respawns. I was gonna say he has to be careful, but the Storm with TP on cooldown can't get there yet, and what a great job they're doing of shutting down this player on Copy. They're just not allowing him to have a good start. This is giving me some vibes back to an old TI of Sumail and his Storm just getting ganked over and over. All you gotta do now, Copy, is come back and get like beyond godlike in this game, and then you've done your Sumail cosplay. Still remember the game where Sumail died like 5 times first 9 minutes and then proceeded to have like a 15-minute bloodstone or something. It was
Man,
absurd.
those are the days.
Yeah, good old bloodstone too with charges. I miss it.
Remember when Evil Genius was they were in Dota still?
When they were.
Oh no, I'm getting all old and reminiscent.
Oh no, just 2 boomers talking about old Dota. We've got young
that's
Dota
the running
happening
joke
here.
now is I'm Dota mom, so I don't
see.
think can't grab him in time. He's out.
Where is the end snare? Doesn't get it. Unlucky.
No. Malrine though needs to be careful. Fly making his way over. Does have the frostbite, but just not quite fast enough. But look at this rotation. Like Skeeter and Ammar, both here, both looking. Ammar has no fear. Goes right behind
Skeeter's
this tower.
mad. He's angry.
Skeeter's ready to fight. He's like, all right, guys, I've had a really good laning stage. I'll come join you. Like, no one expects the position 1 to gank.
No, that was an absurd. It's not just one gank. He went top, forced the TP out from the Alchemist, and then TP'd mid after using the gate to go top. TP's mid, and then now he's looking towards the tower. This is some hyper-active gameplay. Level 6 troll. You don't expect him to do this, but this is gonna open up the map for them. I don't know if they can defend the tower at all.
Well, they're teleporting in, so Gunnar has to be so careful. Immediately just smack down.
Yeah. Troll
still
says,
here.
that's it for me.
The
I'm out,
arcane.
guys. That was a little bit too much. Storm has filled up his mana pool and is ready to fight.
Yeah, but look at the damage on the tower here, and then the fact that they forced a teleport. Like, you're feeling real good about that.
You really
Still
do.
have half an arcane rune too over on Amar.
Yeah. The fact that they forced the Alchemist to go base slows down his farm. He's actually not even top net worth in this game. And that's where you normally want him to be, right? He's very close to overtaking the Monkey King, but Monkey being ahead of him is signaling how hard he is struggling.
Mallory dragging him back, trying to go towards that tower. Lola's trying, but he can only do so much right now against this power. Frostbite coming in over onto Skeeter. He's gonna have to go pop the wand. Should be absolutely fine here.
Yeah. So far, this offlane Tusk is having a horrendous game. He has not been part of a single kill yet. They only had one kill, of course, but it's just rough. He had a tough lane into rotations that don't really work out and now dying bottom. And I fear he might miss his power spike, because later on, you don't want to get close to a monkey or a troll as a Tusk. And if you get close to the Kunkka, you might get X-marked and struggle as well. So I'm just trying to envision what his role is going to be in this game. I think he's just demoted to a support at this point. Get Blink, get Aghanims, and hope that you can do some repositioning tricks. That's about it.
My concern is just like who sets tempo anymore, right? Because they shut down. This poor Storm has been ganked like 3 different times. Your Alk's not top of the net worth. He's obviously got a farm because he wants to go towards that radius. And look at this. Snake King just walks right up to him. Perhaps a little too greedy though, actually.
Yeah, he was in range. Fly was there to combo with the pull. Great kill for them.
That works. But then like the Tusk, right? Like Gunnar's having a really tough game.
Yeah. No, he really is.
That felt like a mouse walking into your palm as a cat, honestly.
It was, but Snake King is trying to find where the limit is, you know, how aggressive can I play, what can I do in this game. He's played fantastic so far, but that one death is, you know, just pushing it a little bit too far. Looks like they're finally going for a tower bottom here with the catapult wave. Perhaps last hit on the tower, get some gold for Gunnar. Looks like he wants to build a pipe in this game, but that still won't help him stay alive against a troll or a Monkey King that much.
Said it's a tricky game here for Gunnar, and they just have no interest, right? You've got these nice wards placed over in the dire jungle, so they know that they've got to have made some moves. Hunting perhaps for you. He has the Talisman of Evasion now, so getting closer and closer to that Radiance.
Yeah, still has a long way to go though. Needs 2,200 gold, so it's not that close yet. We're 11 minutes in, which would be a pretty fast Radiance timing, but it looks like he might get delayed even more as they're all kind of on mid lane here, hoping that he's gonna show.
He wanders out, takes a peek out.
Peeks out as they walk away from it, so maybe they feel like they're under vision and they need the SD at least is under a ward on the lane. The rest of nouns just running as a team, farming jungle here, kind of looking for whatever they can get. They have a deep ward on the troll.
I got some big stacks over here for the side of Falcons, but smoke up from Amar, from Crit. Might be going Alchemist hunting.
Yeah, they want alchemists, but they will take any kill they can get right now.
They're about to run into quite a few here. Copy immediately. The disruption comes into play. Amar throwing out the boat. Finishing. Oh no! Doesn't manage to finish him off. He's out of here. He says, "Nuh-uh, not again, not this time." Shards from Gunnar buys him a bit of space here. It's gonna allow him to live a little bit longer, but those long range hits from the Monkey King. Snowball's gonna be headed over towards these ancients. Not gonna be able to get that neutral kill here.
Yeah, they're all really low HP, but they are maybe able to steal all this here. Monkey's gonna heal up with Boundless Strike, of course, has the Jingu, and no interest in contesting this. Alchemist says, okay, great, guys, action somewhere else. Good, all eyes on you. I'm gonna finish the Radiance, then we'll talk.
I mean, he's getting close to it, too, so they are doing, you know, they're buying enough time.
Yeah, but it comes at a heavy price, though. The Storm is looking poor. He is at 4.3. I talked about the Tusk is having a bad game, but Storm is very, very low net worth. And he's not going for a saving item first, right? He's going Witchblade first item, but that means that timings are going to be scary here. The blink on the Batrider or any form
Find
of catch.
themselves a Mar. Crit is also in position. A little bit careful. Those creeps. Big Walrus punch over onto Crit, but the rest of the team's still nearby, so they'll get themselves Crit. Now Copy has to be very, very careful. As Fly was trying to let it go. Gunner will end up dying. Fly running for his life. Copy has managed to do a hit and run, though. So if he should be able to survive this, he'll probably end up losing Fly. So end up losing your off lane and your support.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but you are starting to get some kills and experience onto your Storm. So silver lining to that Dark Cloud.
Definitely a silver lining, but yeah, they do not manage to take away this 5 stack on the Ancients as well. Massive stack going the way of Amar here. He's going to get huge from this. He's halfway towards his Aghanims with a Blade Mill already. And once he gets that, we get to see the Ghost Ship with the cannons coming in. The double Ghost Ship.
This is nice for Copy. Gets himself a regen rain.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help him a little bit. Reen gets shot. This monkey is having a very good time, though, and he's going for a Maelstrom build. So, despite all this fighting and him being so active, he's still going for an item to try and scale. Maelstrom, of course, allowing him to farm, but also, once you get Gleipnir on Monkey, you can hold someone in place for a long time, and that's great against Storm.
Gleipnir's just too good right now. I feel like every single hero, like, it's good on them, because it gives that little... I mean, it was nerfed, right? Like, a little bit, not as much health, but...
Yeah.
Still is just incredible for what it is.
I like the way they nerfed it, but...
I'll be getting a couple clicks here.
Blade Mill, making it a bit hard to keep fighting into it. Of course, the Regen Rune keeps Storm quite confident. Doesn't feel too worried about the turnaround.
Yeah, he's just quite tanky.
So we're seeing Yuma build what I was talking about. The first item, Blink, after the Radiance. Well, I guess second item is what it is. But, you know, Radiance is a solidified must-have item. But once he gets Blink, maybe he can find a way to turn the tide of this game. Because right now, they're struggling. I love the use of the unstable farming here that he's doing. Speeding up a bit. And only 100 more gold to go, and he has Blink Dagger, so he could look to do something together with Storm. Storm goes first, Alchemist follows up, or other way around even.
Gunnar does spot out Malrine down here, but of course he can't do anything by himself. He needs the rest of the team to make his way over.
Yeah, it's gonna throw shards, not gonna connect though. The ward is gonna spot the monkey jumping away, but he's too far away. The speed on the Simian Stride is unmatched. And that's only level 11 monkey. At level 15, he gets that cast range. That's when the map opens up for a monkey game. It makes a huge difference to get level 15 towns, the 3 downs cast range.
Storm's almost got enough for the Switchblade here. This party should be able to...
Yeah, 16 minutes for your first item. It's not what you want to have happen, but finally having it, at least we'll have some way to get through the evasion as well of the whirling axis. DD rune on Troll.
Smoke, DD on Troll, Gleipnir completed. Oh, they're gonna run into Yuma first. There it is, the lasso, the drag back. You don't even really need it, honestly.
Yeah, he's
Use
just
it
dead.
anyways. Chase after Fly. This is a dead Crystal Maiden.
Some quick kills, and they're looking for more now, shoving the bottom lane, probably eyeing up the tower. They could think about going to Roche, but it's a bit too slow for them to take it before the respawns. So, tier 1 tower is going to be the call. Wasting no time here.
You're already in great position for it. Might as
Yeah.
well.
Mana boots into Gleipnir. Either is...
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me like some year ago that Mana boots is going to be the best item on Troll Warlord and on every other carry, basically, I'd be like, what? What kind of cursed thing is that? But yeah, this is the new age. It's fantastic. Mid, jump onto crits.
Have to be careful. Look, Snake King and Skid are both here. Like, look at this. You can feel that he's a bit skittish. And like, look at the immediate response, the follow-up. Copy's just not gonna have a game, I don't think.
And Fly as well.
Fly running away, gets X right back into the loving arms of Amar.
Yeah, Falcons, they're just transitioning the win in the laning stage into some huge advantage here. And we still have yet to hear from the Alchemist in this game, basically. He's been farming all game. He got picked off once, bottom. You even see Chase onto Gunnar here. Gonna get pushed back.
Snake, maybe gone a little bit too far. We'll have the last up in a moment. Is holding on to that one Lotus. Sure. Yeah, he's alright. He's gonna survive this. Throw out that
Cannonballs!
ship into everything. Yeah, there goes the cannonballs right to Lelis's face.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. She took 671 damage from the ulti alone from Kunkka. So, I still have a hard time gauging how strong the Aghanims on Kunkka is now compared to the old Aghanims. Obviously, the old being stronger, I would say, by far. But the new one is very curious. It just gives some really nice impact.
I don't know how if they keep playing at the tempo that they're going, I don't know how nouns get back into this. Like, we talk about, you know, the alchemists making moves, but I just don't think they care. Like, they just keep destroying Gunner.
Oh my god, getting ganked by the meta. One Gleipnir into a second Gleipnir. This is a great time to be alive. They're just pulling him back as well. He doesn't have a blink dagger, so no way to get out of the snowball in a favorable way. It just, I mean, this is a nightmare getting ganked by Troll and Monkey right now. They have so much lockdown. And they're hunting.
Reminds me when there was the meta of like the Underlord and the and like Gleipnir follow up or whatever, or just bait it, like just circles on circles on circles. Like, you're never allowed to move, especially if you can get it in a fast timing.
They desperately need BKBs on like everybody in the side of nouns. They need triple core BKB to be able to play the game. Otherwise, you're not moving. You're gonna get X marked. You're gonna get Gleipnired, and that's just the end of it. And even when you get BKB, there's still tools to deal with you. There's Lasso, there's SD ulti. So this is looking grim already, but everything has to come down to this Alchemist. He needs to get some form of hero impact. So far, he's just hitting creeps and farming, but you gotta get some ganks going with Unstable Concoction. Otherwise, everything is falling apart here.
All I can think of when you're saying, you know, they need BKBs, I'm like, oh, I can just hear Tsunami now. Imagine if you had BKB.
True.
But, yeah, I don't know how you get a gank. Like, okay, Amar's up kind of far in this mid lane, but he's fairly tanky. The rest of the team's just constantly running together. They know that they're strong. They know that they've hit a power spike.
Yeah, this is
like,
just...
how do you get a pick off?
Falcons are not wasting any time pushing lanes more than they need to. Oh my god, the steal! They got it!
Oh boy. Well, Yuma's trying to fight back, but it's just proving to be too difficult. They've lost Gunnar. The Liz... Marlene's having, like, just the time of his life.
They took the Tormentor from them as well. That is so painful, losing that one, because they barely have anything going for them. So getting a shard is like, at least we can do this, but nope, not even. And I have to say, this support sniper, I also feel, is just risky in this way. You play against so many jump heroes that you can't even show as a sniper. Most of these fights, he's just not even there. He knows he's gonna die.
It's just not the ideal situation.
Yeah, I think Falcons did a great job with the draft and understood how to abuse lanes. The Tusk offlane into Monkey King, or into Troll, sorry, is nearly unplayable, it feels like. I don't know how you auto-attack anything against the Whirling Axis. 60% miss chance is kind of shutting down that lane, the tag team combo.
But I love the positioning, just watching them prepare for a fight, like a couple on the high ground, one in the back, like you're spread out enough, but you still have all the vision, and when you determine that it's not going to be a threat, just immediately falling back and, like, you know, farming.
Yeah.
Just real efficiency. Beautiful Dota being played here.
With the Aegis, the Troll is interested in going high ground as well. You frostbite me, I glide near you. And Amar says, here comes an ulti.
We're all scanning. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, Crystal Maid, no!
Yeah, that's what happens. You walk up to cast a frostbite, he casts a Gleipnir, and then suddenly you're out of position.
You can't put ice in water. You know what happens.
Yeah, she melted. She's out of here. And the push continues. Meanwhile, Copy and Yuma are both just farming right now, trying to get any items they can.
Ooh, good night. Like, hey, Copy, I've got a Gleipnir there. I've got plenty of things to hold you into place. Let's give you a little scare. Just look at him dancing around, hopping around, no regard for the tower. He thought he was safe. He thought that no one was coming to get him.
Yeah, he had a regen rune too, but the regen rune not able to give enough mana for him to get the distance there. Feels bad to lose a regen rune with no real value as well. And now everybody on the side of nouns are stuck in their base. They have the pipe, but what is it gonna do? You can block some of the Kunkka damage, but there's so much physical damage coming in from this team already.
This always feels bad when it's like under 25 minutes and you're just pinned in your base.
Yeah, Alchemist is at least leaving on top. Doesn't have a TP now though, so this push, he has to walk here if he wants to take the fights. Or he keeps farming.
We've still got an Aegis on Skeeter, and look at Marine, like his positioning. He's so ready to fight any moment. Does not have the Wukongs, but doesn't really seem to matter when you've got a Gleipnir, when you've got, you know, the Boundless.
Yeah, I think they would do better to just open up the map even more instead of cracking and ending the game right here. They did some great damage to tier 3, but ultimately this is time that Alchemist is allowed to farm. He still doesn't have BKB, so right now is when Falcons want to engage him and try and stop him from getting that. So instead they go for the mid tower, don't go high ground, because it's a good place for Storm to fight. He can just go back to Fountain and get mana again. Very easy place for him to continuously fight.
Still just don't think BKB is enough to hold these guys off, but it definitely is the, you know, the smarter, safer way to play this. No rush on the side of Falcons.
Yeah. I almost wish that he was going for a Blink Aghanims on the Tusk, even though he's, you know, gone for this pipe. I feel like if they had Blink Ags, perhaps they could force some overcommitment in the base. But the pipe is going to be good for fighting outside base. I just don't really envision how they can do it right now.
That is what they're asking themselves, too.
1,000 gold for Storm's BKB. So even if you get Alchemists, it's about 200 gold away right now. You still kind of want the Storm to have it too, so we're still waiting mode here. 15,000 gold lead on the side of Skeeter and the boys here. All the Falcons feeling very happy with themselves.
14 seconds left on the Aegis. They did manage. Uh-oh. Oh, Copy does have plenty of mana here. He's gonna try to zip himself up to the high ground. No one else is around, so we'll be able to survive, teleport out, but probably pretty spooky at that time. Yeah, there's big circles up the top area.
Yeah, they're saying, okay, let's go here, take back this area. They have the BKB, make a smoke play with it. They don't have Storms, but they do have Alk. And they also know there's no Aegis now. Problem is, if Kunkka is there, he can mitigate the damage with his Aghanim's double ulti and the pipe. So, hard to go on
like
anyone next to him.
Wide sweep coming out from nouns. Seeing if they can really. They have to for the like look away positioned with Skeeter. They're acting something's on that high. Oh my.
Mocky else in the game is suddenly gone, so...
I'm guessing that someone tripped over a cord or hit a button by accident.
I wonder what this power button does.
Oh boy, Slacks, get out of there! You're not supposed to be back there. We talked about this.
Yeah, that's a classic Slacks moment right there. He's like, we don't need this. We have the players back in the game. So I think we'll probably get the show on the road quickly. We're not going to have a rehost or anything. We're good. The players saying, let's resume. We're heading back to the game, and as soon as we're able to, we'll play the players.
That ends the momentum on that a little bit, just because like it's weird, right?
We got a radio cast.
We are radio casting, absolutely. You can see they're poking away over on Skeeter just a little bit, but it looks like the side of Falcons, they're gonna back off closer towards the dire side.
So Falcons took the top tier 2, and they could not defend it on the side of nouns. Didn't engage, no fight yet. The push going down towards bottom now from the side of Falcons, moving systemically across the map.
How frustrated are you right now, your nouns, like with that smoke? Like, I feel like that definitely slows your momentum.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know,
it's obviously I don't
know that they had anything there either. You know, there wasn't really an initiation happening. It suddenly just, but it does throw you a little bit. So.
Yeah.
It was their first kind of attempted move, and a mass DC happens.
Marine, they see the monkey though. Love the aggression coming out from this monkey. He knows like how strong he is.
Yeah, he feels confident with the BKB. He knows there's not that good chain stun yet. The Tusk doesn't have his blink dagger.
Fly, my man, you gotta get out of there.
Oh no, keep farming. Get that
We're about
last
to see a massacre.
It's always the last creep that gets you. The last melee creep there.
I mean, it's so hard to get any money as Crystal Maiden, right? I mean, this does open the door, though, at least, for them to try to put some pressure on Amar, because they know that 2 heroes are not there, but they can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Amar's so tanky.
So he bought Shard on the Tusk as his next item, huh? Okay. It gives him something for defending high ground. I guess it's a very good Shard.
I like the graphic on top. Did you see, like, up where the teams are, there's, like, gold, like, trickling down? That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's about the 19k net worth.
It's their kill streaks. It's the gold effect.
Oh, the kill streaks. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't seen the gold one before. I have the blue one on. It's very important. You know, I'm a bounty spammer. Bounty get extra gold when enemy has kill streaks. So you gotta buy the kill streak effects, guys. If you play bounty, get 20% more gold for them. That's your pay to win right there.
I mean, it's appropriate. It's a Valve feature, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Get your
secret tactic.
treasures too.
Yeah.
Buy the
Storm,
compendium, all that fun stuff.
Storm
Poppy
playing
in
under
the
his...
danger zone. Doesn't have to be KB, but looks like Gunner's gonna be the one that they find as they drag back over on Lullis. They've had enough of the sniper. And Skeeter's just slicing away on the backline. See, now Rain's finding this opening, chasing after Gunner. And again, Copy's so light, but for how long is the real question? Has not used the BKB yet. I'm gonna hold on to it. Yuma.
Yeah, see him getting gold.
Not using zone. Ooh, a loose fly.
That was a great reaction there with the BKB as the Alk stun was flying in. Great reaction from the troll. Very nice and quick. Now just transitioning into a tower push with 2 heroes dead.
Really love that sniper shrapnel right now as they're pushing in.
Yeah, good catch on the Batrider. And I was talking about how it's good against core sniper, but even against support sniper, you dive in there, pull him out. He's not gonna be happy about that positioning. And this is a sniper without shard still. The shard is very, very useful, but he doesn't have that much money to work with.
I mean, this is a poor team.
Yeah, and Tormentor was taken away, so there goes one of his chances of getting the shard. Smoke out coming again. They need this Batrider kill.
They can get
Can you blink it?
I think they can. They don't have enough here to jump in and save him at this point. He doesn't have like BKB.
Acid spray stopped his blink dagger, so snaking got caught.
Good.
Tried to force, but not enough. By the way, Snay is building a block of cheese right now. He's holding. He's got a greater healing lotus. So he has one of the massive ones, and he has a great healing lotus as well. And there are more lotuses to be picked up on the map. He's holding.
I don't think I've seen a block of cheese in any of the games that I've cast ever.
I've gotten to see it sometimes. It's usually very unimpactful, to be honest. It kind of just means that you didn't have a great way to use your healing lotus throughout the game. But in a game where it's as one-sided as this game is, you know, it can make sense to hold on to them.
I know you're here, buddy. Maybe trying to bait a little bit, but not really gonna bait when he's just immediately erased.
Guys, ulti cooldown. Ulti
Good
cooldown.
news, guys.
Reports from the front line. We got him.
Gunner's just getting the heck out of here.
I mean, you still give a lot of gold, to be honest. Even when you're this far behind the CM, still a 400 gold kill there. And pushes Monkey King closer to his full butterfly.
Got the CM has arcanes, a null talisman, wands, and wards, and that's it. Like, he is so broke.
That's plenty. PPD is jealous back in 2014 or something.
Yeah, he's definitely watching this game too.
Yeah, he's like, my Treant Protector didn't even have boots.
Back in my day, tried to put pressure around to Crit, should be able to finish him off.
Yeah.
Now they need to kind of retreat, because in comes out Rain, he's found himself Yuma. BKB's gonna get used on the Elk, and there it is over onto the side. Gonna slow down Copy, double glide near being used. Now Rain going back in. Is to be a little bit careful. The rest of his team's lagging a little bit behind him, but not really in any sort of real danger, honestly speaking.
Yeah, he's probably fine. They still have the healing loaders for him if they need to, but yes, bound to strike heal.
They're going back in. They decide, they see Lelis. They're like, all right, I've got BKB, I've got Glyphia. I'm just gonna start chasing people down. Skeeter's going very, very far away from them. Oh, but the Foul is coming in from the outside, followed up with the Wukongs. They'll end up finally getting Skeeter. They need to be very careful now over here on the side. There's Amar getting himself a double kill on Lelis and Gunner. They'd love to get themselves Copy, love to get themselves Yuma, but they kind of spent everything that they had for the most part. They'll get Copy. Uh-oh, Yuma now on the run, and you can see they're teleporting right back in.
Yeah, they're coming back into the fight.
Buyback.
All die on the side of nouns, but I almost want to call that a good fight for them, just because every single kill gave so much gold. They started up with a kill on SD and got 1,000 gold. They do have all buybacks now, and they're going to have to use buybacks if they want to keep their lanes, though. And I don't even know if they will. They're saying we need our money. They're going to trade the racks to keep their money here.
This is the buyback on Snake King, ignoring that. It just felt like Skeeter just bad luck. He just got dragged so far back away from everyone else.
It was the Tusk. Tusk came in with a beautiful
Yeah.
save. He came in, snowballed, and that forces the troll to run even deeper. You don't have any authority over your own actions as a troll player in that scenario. You're just like, guys, I'm in. So that is one good thing. The lane against Troll Warlord is awful, but the snowball is fantastic at least.
Well, Roche is up, so it looks like that's the next thing on Skeeter's mind. He's like, no more of that. I don't want to die ever again.
Yeah.
Come on.
Of course, we still have clean slate here for Malrine and Amar. They're both sitting at 0 deaths this game. Skeeter was 0 deaths until that fight. So first core kill of the game at 31 minutes into the game for Nouns. That is rough.
Shout out Nouns. They're holding on, but it's a hard game. It's very hard.
Yeah. They're doing what they can. The map is very tricky to play right now. Monkey King, I believe, sent out a full Basher recipe, and yeah, he's gonna have the full Basher coming out now. With Butterfly, this guy can man fight.
I mean, we've seen him. Gunner's like, no, 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 no. Immediately uses that pipe. He's gonna retreat. Oh, I like
So-
the gem pickup. It's Crit's gem, but it's gonna make sure that they have very little vision. It's very spooky for this alchemist to go out of the base to do any sort of farming.
Yeah, right now they're in a great position to take away all the space for Nouns. Just make sure they can't even come out on the map. They have 0 wards on the map outside their base right now, so they have a few sentries down. That's it. No vision to play with. Map is terrifying here if you're the side of Nouns.
Even give the gem over to Marine.
I love the backwards shard push from Tidal Wave. It's so buggy. It's like, yeah, it pushed me towards my throne.
Good stuff.
Kunkka sitting with the Shivas as well. He's starting to become an unkillable man as well.
Ooh. Oh, copy. Whew. Alright.
He does have
I'm
the
sure he was
Parasma.
fine, but-
Yeah, he has the Parasma now, so he has a bit of damage at least on the storm.
Pushing
Sniper.
Lelis forward. Skeeter. There it is, the drag back over on the sniper. He's absolute fish food now. Marine, he's found himself multiples and put it back over onto Gunner. Wukon's doing plenty of damage. Just don't know how they go forward. They get a nice grab over onto Yuma. Can't afford to lose him. His copy now getting smacked around by Malrine. Skeeter's here, activates that BKB, punches him just up into the air, but now is in his own danger as Fly getting clicked away. Yuma turned back around, Amar's got his eyesight set over on Yuma. They need a little bit more damage. Can they get the Alchemist? Yes, they can. They've lost Fly. They're going after Copy. Copy's gonna have to just zip right into his own fountain. Amar, be a little cheekier. Gotta be careful. As, you see them get tossed up into the air. They're just decimating Nouns right now. They call GG. This
Yeah,
game is over and done.
They tried, they put up a fight, but ultimately, when there's a 20,000 gold lead and you are the team with Alchemist and you're behind, you know, that's not the best sign. Alchemist wants to be super far ahead, and even then, it can be hard to end the game sometimes.
They're on their way, for sure.
Just a puck orbing down to mid, in smoke, placing a super early Observer ward here, so it gets the perfect ward on the enemy side. This is the ideal ward to have if you just want to have a bit of advantage against your enemy mid. Meanwhile,
So what
Shaker.
are we watching in particular? Like, what are the key moments that we want to be?
Well, this late smoke tells me they're looking for a kill or
for a
something
fight.
here, but they're all gonna get revealed immediately if they walk up this ramp. Shaker does plant the Observer in Fog of War.
30 seconds to battle.
Surprised they smoked on the low ground here. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yep. See the
tried to do
Shaker.
something. Get spotted. Doesn't look like Nouns are too happy to fight for the level 1 runes. I think they're a little bit weaker against the Clockwork with this battery assault, if he wants to. He's holding a skill point. Most likely he wants the power cogs, but if they come out and fight against runes, he might take the battery. He's
They
gonna
did
go for the
actually
battery.
go for the battery, so
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen
looking
both.
to get aggressive early.
We've seen people skill either way. Earlier today we had King Jungles, was it, who played and picked the power cogs. TP down bottom from Skeeter. Gonna have to TP to her lane with both the heroes. as they were playing for the top runes. But even start here. Mid, no block advantage really.
Yeah, not like some of the other games that we were seeing. Kurt's gotta just put out that harass. It's nice up close and personal with Yuma.
Yeah, doing what he can here as a Clockwork. One thing Clockwork has going for him is that, you know, if he can keep the camp blocked here against Enchantress, he should be doing pretty well. But once the Ench gets these camps unblocked and gets his hand on some creeps, it'll be a little bit harder.
Fly knows he's already on the nanny duty here. He's already feeding off those tangos. He's got the Nature's Attendants already skilled up.
Yeah, making sure the Morphling gets to CS happily. Speaking of happy CS, we already have a perfect CS on mid. 8 and 1 out of the first 8 CS. Shaker gets every single one.
Way to curse him. Way to curse him, Waga.
What? No, I said Shaker is the one who's gonna be winning. I haven't been cursing. Yeah, he's doing fantastic, but at the same time, the Puck is not really unhappy so far. These random slugger creeps, though, it's hard to stop them from dealing a lot of damage to you over time.
Such an interesting concept that they added on there.
It's very fun. It's a very fun mechanic. I think it's a really neat little invention. But laning against it gets pesky real quick. We see a little bit of a fight for the rune between the two supports here. Or a rune, the camp, sorry.
I feel like they're able to trade really, really well. Like, Crit's been poking away at Fly. Fly's got those overprotected wisps, though, so...
Yeah, he got the D ward at least on Fly, but the body block was still there for Crit, so he has to wait even longer for a creep. Could go higher and take one of the creeps in the medium camp or a small camp in the north. Get a mana burner, perhaps.
Otherwise, it's a pretty quiet start.
Yeah, it's pretty chill, but as expected, the mid lane 16 and 6 versus 8 and 0, so this is not a good time for Malrine. I'm happy to see that he doesn't win this matchup because, you know, it confirms to me he's mortal. I've seen him win some matchups.
It confirms that you're a hater. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, it is nice when you get to see other. Ooh, as we say that, Fly gets taken down here in the top lane.
Yeah, got caught. Nice combo they have, to be honest. The power cogs paired up with a static link, holding you in place long enough that you get a lot of damage. And Amar with a first blood. This guy knows how to farm on Razor, so having him get a first blood as well could mean he accelerates a bit more.
But like we were saying, it's nice when you get to see, you know, the other like team have a game. Like not necessarily, you know, stomp or whatnot, but you know, all the people that are here, they're talented. They're here for a reason. And just because you have one bad matchup doesn't mean that you're doomed. For sure. And a lot of it comes down to what heroes you're working with and doing best you can. Draft is such a big part of Dota at this level. Almost would like to see the Clockwork at one point in the Rocket and maybe find some snipe on Yuma as he morphs down all the way to 1 HP there in the tree line. Of course, he wants points in cool. Battery and power cogs first, though. So for the most part, these lanes are shaping up exactly as we expected. Yeah, nothing too surprising yet. The Puck is trying to go for a double rune control. Denies the bottom rune, takes the top one. So Shaker actually a little bit thirsty here with an empty bottle. That's a good play by Malrine, getting something back. It needs to be doing something to try to fix some of this equilibrium. Yeah, Crit going in 1v2 here. Has to pull the power cogs and run away. He's got to be careful he doesn't feed those cogs though too. They give some nice yeah, 36 nice gold, killing 2 of them there. Yeah, both teams kind of just wanting to farm at this stage. There's not a massive kill potential. We do see some prepping going on. Lawless going into a jungle, preparing some stacks here on the big camp. They do have ways to farm it later on. Could always farm it with an Echo Slam if you make a big enough stack. That's true. It's honestly not that uncommon to see mid shakers before you have Blink Dagger commit the Echo Slam to farm with it. It's nice dodge. They send over Fly with that Centaur. We'll end up getting stuck in the cogs together, but Fly can see those wisps. Oh, the cogs coming in. should be able to get the creep at the very least.
Oh, the deny.
Never mind.
All that hard work for nothing.
I know.
Yeah, Ench, very good hero against the Clockwork in lane. Always having your friend with you. You got your little creep, so you're never alone against him. And Battery Assault really loses a lot of its efficiency if you're not trapping an isolated target.
He's got himself one of the Warpine Raiders now. Just the buddy system, you know?
Yeah. 6-minute rune coming up. Checking for the top. Everybody running there. We got Lion and SD on bottom.
Where's it gonna be?
Gonna be snaking in this.
Way over here at crit.
Marine.
Sending that raider.
Can't really find a kill here. Has the double nuke. He's gonna go for the bounty rune though, so still gets a bottle refill. Same cannot be said for Copy, who has not had a bottle refill now for a long time, so he's running a little bit low resources on the Shaker.
Sure, he's like, please guys, somebody die so they can teleport to my lane.
Yeah, where's the
Need some
TP
bottle
refill?
service. Well, it's continuing to be just as annoying as possible here to this Wraith King.
Sneaky snaking here.
Alright, they're trying to make some moves, because they have Crit, who rotated down here to Gunner.
That's a good,
Nice rotation. That's going to be a kill for Skeeter.
good setup using the Invis rune, and Gunner just a little bit too far out. Getting something going for themselves here. Wisdom rune is going to go 1-1 here, it looks like. The puck is ready to bottle up. The top Wisdom, or the left Wisdom, I guess.
I'll grab the other one.
Amar?
Put some pressure on the top lane. Lelis joining in. He's already used his ultimate.
Double blood
Throw out a
grenade.
Hex. Need to be careful. Fly's getting so low. Oh, Mar will get a kill before he gets taken down.
Yeah, he's fine with this. He's like, yeah, okay, I died, but at the same time, he gets something. That was 3 hero rotation, so he's not feeling too bad about that one. Meanwhile, bottom lane, this Doom just TP'd in bottom.
Yeah, and in comes our favorite little robot again. Crit's here with some body block with the battery assault. And that's yet another kill here for Skeeter.
Such good moves across the map right now from the side of Falcons. The supports are just activating, finding this, and this is really stopping the Midas timing as well. Probably the most important hero to kill right now is the Doom to prevent his Midas from coming up. There is also a Shaker Blink coming in, but...
On the low ground here, get the silence up, but they don't really want to push this too hard, I don't think. Dream Coil's gonna get used over on 3, allow Crit to walk away. Snake King's gonna waddle out. Got the Hex, go. Throw out a Fissure. Amar joining into the fight, though. They have to be careful. Here comes Skeeter. Again, this guy, he just wants to be everywhere.
Yeah, he's holding a
love
skill
to see
point,
it.
could skill up his ulti as well, so going on him is not that easy. Yeah, level 6, he shows up mid, same as last game.
It's like the most ridiculous taunt, I swear.
Surprised the Copy didn't go for the ulti there on the Clockwork. Holding his ulti, I suppose because he's so close to Blink Dagger, he wants to get a bigger payoff. He wants to get a kill on Amar or get a kill on the puck. Not wanting to waste. He definitely had a kill on the Clockwork if he wanted it, but prioritizes holding that cooldown ready.
Alright, rotating on Amar again here. Alice gonna open up with that stun, the waveform forward. Just look at this damage, though, coming off from him. They have to be so careful the way that they're cutting. They do get Amar. Yuma now separated from everyone, thanks to those nice cogs. They're thinking about potentially going after... Yeah, they're going to dive Crit under the tower. Double kill for Yuma. And the rest of the team, though, still trying to get away from this puck from Skeeter, from snaking. Fly's not going to be able to do it. Lelis is like, I can't really do too much here, but they did get the Doom off over on our lane. Lelis trying to get just that little bit more mana. There it is. There's the kill, Snake King. Now the body block's coming out from Lelis. They don't quite have that acorn shot just yet. There it is. Waveform. Yuma's dominating.
Yeah, great start for him on his Morphling here. Being well protected by his teammates, you know, looked a little bit like Fly's just feeding, but ultimately he also set up and baits for his team. They find a great Doom on the back of it. So that's going to put Gunnar all the way towards his Midas now. He has that completed in a Shaker, in a smoke, hunting with this Blink reveal. He's ready. Also, Lion is trying to get level 6 on mid.
Here
He
comes the
wants...
puck.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, there it
boy.
is. That's what they've been waiting for. Copy's like, thank God, we got him here.
Yeah, also a very nice way to get the kill. He just TP'd in on Puck, so that means he's respawning without the TP available. So just slowing down his momentum a little bit more. And they get the rune right after the kill.
Yeah, Melrain's definitely struggling a little bit more this game. than he did last time, for sure.
Yeah,
Crit has to be careful. Lelis wandering down the side does spot him out. Just gonna back off. Doesn't want to push it too hard. Protecting the Cardi. They've got a Centaur creep as well.
Yeah, the Cardi plus the Enchantress can push quite a bit. They do need to give some levels to Enchantress, I feel. Only level 4 still. Kind of needs to sit mid or somewhere and just take experience. While Shaker already online with this blink, he could start moving around, farming jungle or even setting up more ganks. The big thing now is that they have Finger of Death ready on the side of nouns, so Lelis wants to be part of a gank.
You can see that he's hugging Copy over here. Like, all right, boss, let me know when you're ready to do something.
Yeah, you got the smoke in hand, so he's really just waiting for a chance. But perhaps Copy just wants to farm for a bit. He doesn't have ulti right now. Meanwhile, Yuma just having a very, very undisturbed game here on top lane, even doing quite a bit of damage to the tier 1 tower.
You're seeing them take the Radiant jungle away. Pings are coming in, though. They see crit. They're in a great position here. Lelis starts just running at him. Not sure if it's going to quite catch him, but should be able to put some more damage on this tower, especially when you have the Dark Troll Summoner and all the Skellymen.
Oh boy, that's a lot of damage on the skeletons with the Vladimir's plus 6 skeletons out there, like plus 24 damage or something.
Oh, that rally.
Yeah, quite a bit. Meanwhile, the Wraith King has Armlet, so he can start farming up. But right now we're seeing Nouns just take over the pacing of this game. Even Fly being very aggressive with how he's farming here. He says, okay, you want to go on me? I might have friends behind me. You might not, but do you really want to find out?
Yeah, I like the way that Nouns is playing here quite a bit. Although Fly looks like he is in no man's land. It does take some doing. They need a big crit, but...
meanwhile, though, the Razor, bigger target here.
Bigger target indeed. The follow-up, they use that finger, and a fissure coming through.
I love that Lelis has the Slugger facet. This is actually risen in popularity as well in Lion, the melee facet where you get some bonus damage afterwards. Yeah, it's he's going in and punching. Look at him, already 170 damage or something. He's hitting hard.
Nice hook shot in over here. Being able to put a lot of damage over onto Gunner. It gets the Doom off, but it's only on crit. And there's no real follow-up, so... Oh, alright, never mind, I say that, but there it is, there's a follow-up. Not quite the hero that they wanted, though. I think they would have rather grabbed that puck, but hey, use your spells, right?
Yeah, get the Doom used, a kill is the result. Ultimately, a good takedown, though, for Falcons, getting a core kill. So, Snaking and the boys keeping up pace here. This is a very, very nice little tactical game here. Who do gank and when? I feel like overall it's favoring Nouns a little bit. They're getting really big on Morph, already having the full Yasha with Vladimir's. Once he gets that Manta style, he's going to be a hard hero to kill. They don't have fantastic stuff to burst him post-Manta.
I mean, it definitely feels like this time around, Nouns is the one dictating where they go and when. There's been a couple responses, but for the most part, like, you're watching Yuma just move around this map. He's like, all right, let's take this tower. Okay, let's take this tower. And before it often felt like he was trying to hide again. It was a tough game, but not really able to, you know, put pressure on the map. Mostly just trying to get whatever he could.
Yeah. Right now we see a move for that tier 1 tower top. All Falcons kind of positioning around it.
Just trade.
Yeah, they're getting a tower, and meanwhile Yuma freely pushing bottom. Thing is, Yuma is pushing bottom while both his other cores are farming somewhere else. So they're investing less resources for this tower. Meanwhile, Falcons, they're hogging top with, you know, 3-4 heroes sitting around. Not the quickest push. And it's a BKB first item coming in from MR. I've seen him do a lot of different builds.
How do you feel? Do you like this one just because of like how aggressive he has to be early, or?
I think he has to buy a BKB. It's pretty much, if you don't buy one, Shaker and Lion will prevent you from playing Dota. And even against Doom, it's kind of this weird thing where, yeah, it doesn't save you, but it does get rid of you taking a ton of damage from Scorched Earth and Infernal Blade, so it might actually be a good item against him too. So yeah, I think he's doing the right thing. Obviously, he's the expert on this hero, so if he says he needs first item BKB here, I don't consider that to be wrong either. But yeah, there's a lot of lockdown. Ooh, mid jump.
Whoa! Malorine. He saw Lelis turn around. He's like, wait, which way is he going?
A little bit off the initiation there. Only level 1 Fissure is only a 0.8 second stun, so you have to be very quick to follow up on it. If he had even a single more point there, that could have been a kill for him. Spooky moment for the puck.
Pipe's gonna be finished on Doom soon. He's got Blink queued up.
Yeah, we have not seen him do the abuse of selling Midas and ganking with a Blink Dagger and then getting back to the Midas, but you know, perhaps he doesn't feel there's a desperate need. Also, he's playing against that Wraith King carry who isn't the easiest to gank.
It's gonna be 4 bottom soon. Puck joining in. Crit waiting patient, and they're snaking too. So we've got 5 heroes. Ooh, this is some spooky stuff, Fly.
Yeah, Malrine.
Sends a little ghosty over, like, hey, just only see.
Wants to go Yuma.
Right now,
Silence.
but yeah, they jump over onto Yuma on the other side, so that is just a surgical strike, and Fly just tee. Sorry guys, just kidding.
That was such a good positioning for them. They all got close enough to be able to kill him. But yeah, Morphling also sitting at, you know, 800 HP is a little bit low against this team.
And they do end up finding Fly. Lelis is thinking about trying to get over there and maybe throwing out the stun, but changed his mind. Doesn't want to be there. Copy though, sitting on the high ground. We'll jump Amar. Finger of death. All right, there's a kill. That looks nice there. But the stun comes out. Now he's he is stuck in there.
But he quickly procs one of the cogs with the haster and then runs through that. If he ran a little bit to the side there, he could have died.
A little greedy. Whew. Oh, Lelis. Skeeter joining into the fray. Gunner was also there, but they're gonna have to fight back here. Move back.
Great stuff here for Falcons, getting several kills in a row. Sure, you lost a Razor.
I don't know if you can. Like, they're just after Gunner.
There's no
I don't think you
ulti.
can keep him alive. Like, they just separate him from his Enchantress. Malrine's sitting a little low now, but they don't quite have enough damage to finish him off. And now it's just the 2 of them. Copy, trying to just get a little bit of space. Hookshot comes in right underneath the tower. It does not matter. They find themselves lying.
It started with
Fly.
Fly.
Him. Yeah, it started with Fly, and it's gonna end with him here in this mid line. Whew.
Oh boy. This is some real 1-by-1 moments. A little bit too disjointed. They committed a lot of resources to fight the Razor with the Shaker blowing his ulti. I'm surprised that they tried to keep taking the fight there. But ultimately favors Falcons so heavily, and this the Blink build on Wraith King working out fantastically for him. I think a lot of Wraith Kings would just go Armlet into Deso or Armlet Radiance or whatever, but the Blink Dagger, man, active choices.
I feel like with this team, you don't want to take that approach. Like, you definitely want to be super active. And like the fact that like Skeeter shows up at like, I don't know, I don't remember the exact minute, but like sub 10 minutes there in that mid lane, like
level
half
6,
the time.
yeah. Level 6 he shows up. That's what he did in the previous game, what he did in this game. They are running at him now.
They want this.
I mean, he has reincarnation, so if they go on him, all he needs is some counter TPs to be ready. Razor will have his TP soon, Puck has TP ready, and most importantly, Shadow Demon has TP, so I think they can save him.
I mean, that's the folly of feeling super, super strong with a double damage rune, right? Like, you're like, oh, you get that bloodlust, you get excited.
Oh, Puck.
Yep. You get excited. You get that bloodlust.
I mean, Malrine is getting some hard fights here. It's a good thing they had a fantastic fight on mid, because that gave him quite a bit of net worth. Before that, he was falling behind a lot. He's catching up a bit to the Shaker, but the Shaker is only 700 gold away from his massive power spike. The Aghanims is gonna come in, and that will unlock him to be able to jump around and do whatever he wants. So Roche gets taken.
Yeah, there's nothing that they can really do on the side of...
Nah, they scouted with a rocket, but they are nowhere close to contesting this. Their positioning is not
I'd argue they need Puck, too.
They do.
Part of this.
Because of the pick-off on the Puck, they just recognize they have a good timing to go and take an easy rush.
Let's be a little careful. In fact, Lelis teleports over. He's holding onto some wards. A little bit of that scouting from Snay, but Yuma gets himself the Aegis.
Aegis and the Morphling, and now he can really feel confident in these fights, can lead the way. So he TP's mid, actually. He wants to join. Power rune, 20-minute rune. You want to fight for it?
A little bit off on that fish. It didn't matter anyways, really, but... It's gonna be the illusion for Copy.
Puck
How
still
fitting. Copies of copy.
copies of copy, indeed. Puck still about 800 gold away here from his Blink Dagger. Until then, he has to be pretty cautious about how he takes fights. Can't really jump in. And Wraith King, 400 gold as well. 300 for his Desolator now. Gonna finish it up, this creep wave.
They can take the Tormentor too. This is a... Hopefully this time they can get Torm without losing 2 people and then also losing the Torm.
I don't see a way for them to contest here. Wisdom Rune is up in 10 seconds as well. Do they TP back or do they give up their own? Looks like they're just saying take the tower that's here. Oh, this is risky.
They're deep in copy backing off here for a moment. Lelis in position.
Yeah, they scan.
Looks like they're a little too spooked out.
Copy already blinked away, so Lelis has to be careful. He's like, I cannot help you, buddy. I'm going mid. And meanwhile, they're gonna take Tormentor bottom here on the side of Falcons. So,
I mean, do you get
pretty mirrored trades. They will not get the tier 2 tower, I think, though. Heroes are in position to defend.
They've got vision too. They can see that they're wandering over. This is back smoke? Fake smoke? No?
Yeah, fake back. They might want to go behind the Shaker on mid. They see the Shaker. He is a fantastic target to jump, but at the same time, fighting into Aegis right now is a bit of a risk.
They're approaching from the low ground, which is always a little spooky.
Yeah.
I see the morph.
Do you want Shaker or Lion? Those are the good
all
targets.
of these couriers.
Skeeter going in. He's on him.
This finds the opening over onto Copy. Gets that silence off. He's not going to be able to do anything here. Although there it is. There it goes in. And man, just land over onto 2. BKB coming out now from Amar. Yuma's chasing after, but a good disruption. The Duke gets used on Malrine, so he's not going to be able to do much of anything. They end up losing both the mids, but they still have their eyes on Skeeter. And Skeeter, he's very powerful. He's going to have that reincarnation coming up again. Gunner getting into position. Hookshot over onto the backlines, over onto Lelis.
Oh no, static link.
And they're just stealing everything that they possibly can from Skeeter. Can they get enough damage though? The jump forward from Gunner, trying to keep the vision, trying to get the stuns off anything. As Amar just stealing away all that damage. Yeah, again, fly on the run. They can see Snay. A lot of damage coming out from this Enchantress. They need to get their hands on him though, and it's just proving to be too slippery right now.
Barely staying alive, getting away here.
Yuma.
They do not proc the Aegis on the Morphling. He still has it for 2 minutes, but yeah, that was a fantastic initiation from Falcons. A hard fight to take overall. They do get to jump onto the Shaker, and that was crucial for the fight. But even so, it's a little bit tough of a task to bring down everybody, as the Morphling with Aegis, you just can't really kill him. And even if you have Deso on Wraith King, hitting into that 30 armor Morphling, it's not gonna do that much.
Well, pretty much everything got expended in that that last fight for the side of nouns, so we'll have to regroup.
Yeah. Oh, right. The courier was dead before for Shaker, so finally he's gonna have his Aghanims coming out now. I was wondering why he didn't have it yet, but it's coming out with his components plus some. He gets an extra Ogre Axe delivered as well in his package, going towards the BKB.
And they're in a good position here in this bottom portion of the map, preparing for the push to take the tower. They've also got the rally creeps, rally skeletons from the Dark Troll Summoner, so...
Yeah, don't think that they want to defend this on Team Falcons. They're trying to split push instead, going top.
I mean, it's risky. They don't have the Reincarnate over on the Wraith King.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Go for their own smoke right behind Yuma. Maybe expecting them to approach from the other side?
Yeah, we're seeing TP's up, not Shaker wants to fight top.
Saw a scan.
Does have the blink.
Pairing. Snaking did make his way home.
Woo. Puck dodges the Doom.
Yeah.
He's fine, but now he TP'd out. Doom is gonna TP top and join.
They don't have the vision necessarily.
Oh no!
Oh, copy! Oh
Baited
no!
by the Manta style.
Oh no! Skeeter's like, ah yes, let's go. Chase after this Earthshaker. Does have himself that haste rune as Mar though will get spotted out by Gunner. Gets silenced. That Doom not gonna be able to cancel the TP. Crit finds himself Lelis. Just trying to put out that damage hop again. We'll be able to most likely get crits for their troubles, but oof.
Yeah, still chasing here. Skeeter is not
Skeeter.
safe yet. They stopped
He's
him.
still trying to get out. He does have the reincarnate up, like we said. The rest of the team, though, nowhere near him. They're like, alright, sorry, bro. You're on your own for the most part, but doesn't make his daring escape. Whew.
Oh, yeah,
Very nicely done.
He actually just blinked straight back, and they predicted he blinked left, so not gonna catch him. They were very low mana on Shaker there. That was tough for him to chase and try and do something like Fisher. So he survives, and a lot of resources expended there. Doom used, Shaker ulti used. You're very happy with this if you're Falcons. All it cost you was basically your Wraith King and a BKB TP out by the Razor. The Wraith
I'd
King
argue
ulti.
Barely cost you a Wraith King, considering.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
he's
Yeah. Just his
on
ulti.
them.
Puck now ready to fight though. Spent some time farming. Has the Shard, Blink, and Witchblade.
Ooh, Yuma. Sees that tasty rune. BKB is gonna get used.
Yeah, he had cooldown on Manta Style. He had to get rid of silence on him.
Immediately Demonic Purge during that fight, yeah.
That's a good force at least. Forcing out the BKB on Morph could give you a window to do something. As Roshan may respawn in 80 seconds from now. He's gonna have BKB ready in time for that at least.
Let's check in with what we've got. Wraith King working on the BKB. Working on Parasma.
Yeah. Crit actually pretty farmed in this game on his Clockwork, by the way. He has a 4-staff and he has the drums and 2,000 gold to his name. So looking towards a Lotus, which of course against Doom and Lion would be amazing. Even against Morphling, not a bad item to have.
I mean, he's pretty much been in every single fight.
Yeah. Yeah, his kill participation is fantastic in this game. He missed one single kill. Meanwhile, it's funny how 3 of the players on nouns are still sitting at 0 kills. It's all going the way of Lelis and Yuma. If there's one hero you want to have the kills on, though, getting kills on your Morphling is pretty damn nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's building towards damage as well. Looks like he wants to go a Daedalus build. Not gonna go for some Kanda stuff or anything like that. Just straight up damage.
Poppy's gonna wander over, sees himself Clockwork.
Could Fisher him.
Let's be careful though, because the rest of the team very close behind. Yeah, look at that. Oof, Copy. Hopping away. He's like, nope, never mind, just kidding. Hookshot though will connect. And they're just gonna walk away. They don't want to go in on this. Although Yuma is joining in, so potentially Gunner
Oh,
looking for
up.
something. His science does have Doom available. There it is. There's the Echo Clockwork.
Could Fisher him.
Let's be careful though, because the rest of the team very close behind. Yeah, look at that. Oof, Copy. Hopping away. He's like, nope, never mind, just kidding. Hookshot though will connect. And they're just gonna walk away. They don't want to go in on this. Although Yuma is joining in, so potentially Gunner
Oh,
looking for
up.
something. His science does have Doom available. There it is. There's the Echo Slam. We'll be able to get Marine. Now Yuma fighting here with the Mar. Not going to be able to quite finish him off.
Oh, he's dead. Doom is on him. He can't heal.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, it was a clutch last second Doom there by Gunnar. Throwing it as he got out. A little farewell present for the poor Razor. Something weird about watching Amar get doomed. Usually the other way around.
Yeah, that's true.
This opens up the bottom push really well, though. They do have buybacks, but it doesn't do much if you buyback even, so they might just have to drop this here. Don't really see a way to fight this. And a big problem right now is this Morphling is feeling unstoppable. The Wraith King just does not match up well against him in the carry-to-carry department.
Teleporting out. See Skeeter. Copy. Following up. So hop down. We'll get stunned.
Copy does not have too many resources right now, though. He's gonna try and get himself a Tiara of Salamene, fix his mana problems, going for that Octarine build.
I feel like you're very happy with that, though, for now.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's...
Still, you got yourself a tower.
Yeah, they got 2 amazing kills, got the bottom
Nice.
racks. This is just
Yeah.
a fantastic position, and I don't even think that they're unhappy going late game here. We buy 4 mangoes on the Shaker. Mango up, no time to go to base. He stays on the field. Love to see that. A little bit of gold spent just to play for activity. Both teams
Fighting
smoking
that
up now.
I feel like it's a lot harder for for the side of Falcons, they just don't have any vision up in the enemy side.
Yeah, they have very defensive vision, and it's rough for them to find a good place to take a team fight right now. On top of that, it's kind of hard to say who they need to go on even as the best target for them.
Is under attack.
Well, the smoke is coming in hot. It's about halfway over now. So Arcane Rune picked up for Copy, so he's very happy.
Yeah, that's
Yuma.
fantastic grab.
See Skeeter backing off a little bit now.
Level 18 on the Shaker with that mid experience as well. They placed some vision here, trying to play under it on Falcons.
They've sent over the Warpine.
Yeah, I think nouns are saying they have a ward on that cliff. Let's not fight under the ward. They're just gonna force them home instead. So they're moving towards mid, saying you can't just stay over there. Or maybe they actually want to take the fight. Copy moving over.
Like Skeeter's just hiding in the tree line. They're using this fly as bait for sure. Let's jump forward here. Find this with Skeeter. He's not the target though. Didn't quite have enough mana there either. It looked like.
That's a lot of healing coming out for the
High
Enchantress.
ground. This is such a.
They're just holding this one high ground. They're wrapping
Yeah.
around. Copy looking for an angle.
Just gotta be careful if they have his number. Like, look at Mallory in the way he's positioned too.
All the lanes are pushing though. This is not really a fight they have to take on the side of nouns. They could just go away, but they're worried about giving up Roche, I suppose.
I just feel like it's scary fighting underneath this vision.
Yeah, there we go. They get
You
it.
just said fly. Like, fly, get rid of this, please. Thank you.
And TP outs are coming now. Shaker, can he find anyone?
Nah.
Blind attempt, not gonna connect.
Successful dodge for the side of Falcons. But that means that Roche belongs to the side of nouns, and that's also going to be Roshan's banner.
Yeah, they're gonna get the Aegis again on Morphling. With Daedalus in hand, he can just go up on that high ground with an Aegis, and it's very tricky to deal with him.
There.
Same time, they're looking to pick off anyone split pushing top. Puck is wisely getting out of the area. Malrine has the understanding that Doom and Lion are probably hunting, as they indeed are.
Looks like Fly's going to pick up the Roshan's banner.
Yeah, the banner could also make the next push that much stronger. It's not a massive boon to get the banner, but it does sometimes make it very difficult to defend. When you don't have a long-range hitter, if you have a sniper or something, it's fine. You can just kill the banner, but how are you going to kill the banner when all you have is like Puck and SD for range heroes? Razor can, you know, if he walks close, he probably gets jumped.
Well, the assault is on here as they push through the top.
Yeah. Oh, what did Doom just get? Doom sold his Midas and bought a BKB. There we go. And he put a
All right.
Midas in the quick buy. So he's actually using the devil's bargain here. The
That's
bargain
cool.
has been made. A deal has been struck.
All right. Yuma's hitting away here. Skeeter jumps forward. They turn the tables immediately.
Where's his team,
Follow
though?
with Copy here. Can they finish him off with his first life? Yes, they can. All right. Reincarnation 9 in the middle of everyone's going to try to orb their way out. Tima continues this hitting siege. Snay showing up is going to just throw him in that little banishment bubble for a bit, but they've got that banner up too, and they're able to take down the tower and continue their work here on this Rex.
Without Wraith King having ulti, it's very tough to take the fight, but I don't know, he's running away and he doesn't have a TP on Wraith King. You're conceding top lane, but it's going to be more than top, surely. They just go mid after?
I don't think you need to back off at this time, especially when you consider there's a double damage on Copy. He still has his Echo Slam, he's got the KB, like, still got Doom online. Very little resources actually used on the side of Nouns here, whereas much more was expended on the side of Falcons.
They're finishing the Octarine. It's done now. The Shaker just had to back up and get his Octarine core. They go and fix the Morphling's HP as well real quick with his lifesteal, and the push is coming back on. So now we have to defend without Wraith King ulti. It's 90 seconds cooldown still. It's very, very long CD on this. And even getting a power rune, the shield rune on the Shaker, giving him a little bit of extra safety.
That was a Lotus Orb on Crit's Courier. That's not going to be available for this fight. That feels bad.
Oof, could have been a very, very important item to have there if you turn around the Doom onto himself.
Smoke coming out now. Gonna see if they can catch them by surprise. Send Yuma forward, let him be the bait.
They're going through a side lane. They can show mid with Morphling, and then the rest just go wrap around. I think that's the call right now. You see Morphling showing, and then
They're
the
already
rest...
showing down here. Like, Gunner's a little bit out of position because they were doing their own thing, and they'll go and use the Doom over on Skeeter Copy, looking for this opening. Sees these BKBs, can't do a whole heck of a lot. We'll go up to the high ground. Everything is very separated. Already, though, Skeeter is dead. Amar fighting with Gunner here on the side. Copy trying to help lock him down. They've got it with Yuma, as the two supports are just held over on the side, and they call GG.
Just like that, a clean game number 2 here for nouns. So they draw it out. A draw coming in, but that means the nouns, they already lost their first match, and now they get a draw, whereas we had Falcons get a draw in the first and then a draw again. This